I'm Double Trouble Entertainment. This is episode, I think, 7. Benji, Moshe, my twin, my dad. Today we're going to talk about do we as parents know what's best for our children, our teenage kids? Because as we see today, I mean, I see myself personally also, I think we don't always know what's best for our kids, especially in their teens. And I have a lot of people that disagree with me with the way I look at things, the way I view things. So I think my brother and I view it the same way. Yeah.
Regarding what?
How to approach teenage kids, right?
Yeah.
That we usually have a dialogue talk and not just like yell and say, no, it's either our way or the highway. So we brought our dad to see what he thinks about that.
Shout out to all the copycatters too. If you guys need any advice on your podcast, to reach out to my brother. But it's okay. That means we're doing well if people want to do what we do.
Yes, I know.
Sorry, I always had to say it. I can't keep my mouth shut sometimes. It's okay.
That's fine.
We're like that, my friend. We're born leaders. So we
exactly
call trendsetters.
It's fine.
It's like when you open your shul and you had 1,000 now. Everybody has a shul on Main Street. Remember when you were the first one and then one got insulted, he couldn't be a chazan. He went to open his own shul.
Okay, good.
One guy wanted to do this. You said no. He went to open his own shul.
Okay.
And he used to supply them with Torah and the Sefer Torah and everything.
Always help them.
Yeah. That's how it works in this world, unfortunately. But it's okay. If they copy, it means you're doing something right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so back to what we were saying, right? So Moshe and I think that with the kids that we should we're a little more considered open-minded to dialogue more with the child, to understand it more, and not think that us as parents always know what's best for our children, even though they're young and they need guidance. Of course, we're not saying no guidance, but...
1 second, I'll give you an example. The other day we had a podcast about kids, and we were talking about stuff, and we were talking about marijuana. So a guy comes over to me, he's like, yo, I don't think you should talk about marijuana like that because my kids watch you. And I'm like, okay. And I don't want them to know about weed. I said, do you smoke weed? He says, yeah. I said, okay. What kind of hypocrite are you then? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
What kind of hypocrite are you? You're the one smoking up with your boys outside and you tell your son not to do it. Why shouldn't I talk about it then? I told them you pick up Bukharians, not everybody, not only Bukharians, they drink alcohol with their boys next to their children. I think it's worse than marijuana.
That's called hypocrisy.
Hypocritical, exactly, because the problem is it becomes like, what do you say, stigma, whatever the hell it's called?
Yeah.
All right, first of all, practice what you preach. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't like it. Unfortunately, my brother likes it, but my brother doesn't preach to his kids not to do it. And I don't preach to my kids either to do it, not to do it.
You see, before we start with all this, you have to be a role model. You see, kids are not stupid. They see everything. They hop very fast. And sometimes you say to them things that they looking at you and say, look, who is talking?
I don't tell it to you.
Example. If there is a mother that screams all day long, Moshe, Chaim, okay, that's good. Then the child brings a friend to play home. And they're yelling a little bit, the kids. Say, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Yeah,
Why are you yelling? Because you are the teacher.
True.
In our house, now, say the truth. Did I tell you once something that I didn't do?
No.
Never.
Did you think about why not?
You can't give yourself as an example. No, you are very different than everybody else I know. I always tell everybody who I know. Said my father I never saw my dad lay on the couch with shorts and a t-shirt. and put his feet up and say nothing. I never saw you without a shirt on in my life. In how many years? We're 40 years in this world almost. Never. You're different. You have self-respect, and you were raised differently. You have self-control. I guess the army or whatever taught you a way.
Discipline.
Today, I mean, I walk around my house with boxers. I don't give a shit. I'm saying I'm different than you. This is your. I respect your way and I look up to it, but I think you're different because you weren't a hypocrite with us when we were growing up.
So what happened between that you were in our house and you saw the discipline me and your mother?
Yeah.
And when you walked out of the door, what made you?
It's easier to live my way.
Huh?
It's easier to live my way. It's easier.
Simple answer.
Less work, less control, and it's more comfortable, right?
So now, what can you ask from your kid?
Nothing. You're right, but nothing. I don't expect nothing from my children, but just be a good human being to society. That's all.
How?
What do you mean how? Just because, again, now we're going to the extreme. It's because I walk around with my underwears or whatever it is. If I do, or I don't wear like you a jacket.
You see, imagine there is a jewelry show and you're standing there with shorts.
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
I do. That's the problem. I do.
Today it's acceptable.
Today's acceptable, Dad. You understand the world changed to when you were your days, right? In the 70s, everybody wore... Today in the 70s, everybody wore suits, right? Everybody wore nice suits. Even the mobsters were dressed, nice hats, right? Today, everybody wears tight jeans, ripped shirts, and that's the style today.
That's the
jewelry,
style.
The world changes, so be changed with the world, right? I don't think if you raised kids in this generation your way, it would be successful.
Where? This generation?
Yeah.
Of course not. I mean, the Hasidim still do that, but it's
No, I'm
still
talking
not.
about Hasidim. Abba didn't raise us Hasidish.
No.
I mean, like, the respect you have, or like I always tell people, my father never had friends in his house. Where you going? Chilling with my boys.
Yeah, we never had that.
I never had that.
What do you mean? We
Right?
never had barbecues.
No, I'm saying that we did. Abba
You know what I
his
mean?
brothers.
Yeah, it was
whatever.
never like making shashlik on Chag. No, it wasn't. You know, Abba went to shul, gave his lectures. You
Like
know, we
people
had
like,
a
why don't you
Suda.
invite people over Shabbat? I don't know. I mean,
Did
my
you-
house.
Did you ask yourself once why so many kids are lost and why so many couples fighting like a cat and a dog?
It's the way they were raised at home, Dad.
No.
I don't fight because you never
In
fought at
order
home.
to
I don't
build-
fight at home because you never fought at home. I never
Chas
raised
v'shalom.
my voice. I never talk with disrespect. I never expect anything because that's what I saw you treat mom this way.
Absolutely.
Right.
So now, everything that you want to build, right, even a family, you need a foundation.
Okay.
There is no foundation to business, to house, to anything, if there is no respect.
100%.
It is not going to go.
I won't forget the example you gave one time.
Where is it?
There was a couple who came to your house and
Yeah.
they weren't religious, and you asked him, do you keep Tarat Mishpacha? He says, no, here I touched my wife and I'm not getting excited. And then you told him, okay, why don't you pour your wife some ginger ale? When he poured
Okay,
ginger ale, you asked him, next to his wife, did you get excited? And he said, no. And you turned to his wife and said, you see, him and the ginger ale bottle to you are the same thing.
Absolutely.
Now, I always say that the analogy to everybody, like, you know, the genius of the... And she's like, from today on, you're not touching me for like 2 weeks or whatever it is.
No, I taught them Tarat Mishpacha.
Yeah.
So they looked at us like we don't know anything, you know. Our kids came from Costco. You know? So how can I stick it into him in a nice way?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to stick something inside, but also קצת שיהיה מכובד, שיהיה מכובד. Okay? So when I told him that at the time that she is in a period time, you cannot even touch her, you know.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he looks at her and they're laughing at me. You know, listen, I'm giving you time, I'm giving you this, and you're going to laugh at me? Okay. And so I'll show you. So he didn't know that he's sick. Many people, my dear kids, okay, they're already sick. Why? There is senses, right? Senses. Imagine you are drinking a cup of tea with 4 spoons of sugar. Yeah?
Right.
If I put you 2,
Yeah, it'll taste bitter.
what are you going to tell me?
There's no sugar.
No sugar. Okay? So meaning until 4, you're already dead. Doesn't work. But what happened to a person who don't put sugar at all?
Right,
Half a
too
spoon,
sweet.
he's gonna faint.
If you put in quarter of a spoon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I told her, look, you're marrying a sick man. You're gonna laugh at us that we don't know what does it mean intimacy. We enjoy intimacy more than you are. Why? Because when we know how to hold ourselves, so even a quarter of a spoon is good.
What that was it?
But when you used to all this garbage already, so you need pornography, you need this. Every day I have it in my office, every day. This guy on Instagram, and then they have, how they call it? A fake one.
Yeah, fake profile.
Yeah, fake profile that they see, and they're showing me the picture, what they see, the wives,
What? So why look?
because this man already, his wife, the law of it. It doesn't work. Especially if she's not going to the mikveh. So, two. What's the difference there and Bogzu?
Or maybe she's just not also respecting him.
Because of what?
Oh.
Because of what?
Can we go back to our topic now?
It is the part of the topic. No, it starts from there.
That what? It starts from, of course.
Do I want my child to fall into the same pit?
Yeah, but how do you explain people who don't keep it and survive for 70, 80 years together? Like the old people, like, you know.
What?
I think it's more than that. It's not just that. It's everything. Okay, because
Even if he'll be rich and educated, but he's not going to have life.
for sure.
Don't you want your kids to have life?
Yeah, everybody interprets life differently, Dad.
Well, you're not allowed to interpret life differently, Maishi.
Let me
Understand
tell
what
you
I'm saying?
something.
But that's
Let me
the
tell
whole
you
point.
Your Ima,
Your life is different. His life is different. My
Read-
life is different.
all day long, Tehillim until today, right? Me, I had Taniyot, the quote I did for the public. Why? Because I wanted to see you and him, and you, and your brother, and your sisters having happy life. At least we left you with something. That's what you have to have in mind too.
Yeah, everybody has happy in their own way,
It's
Dad.
not only to feed our kids or send them to school. What life will give them?
Right. So you
Satisfaction.
have to spend as a parent more time at home.
That's bichlal, nothing to talk about. With all my schedule, I was always home
Right.
to play with you and to do homework with you, to talk to you. For 2 hours, I was out.
To learn. Right.
I was out. I couldn't care who called, who didn't call. I was there. In your bed, right? Giving you stories. And then I bought you all the cassettes from Eretz Israel, right?
Right.
I don't
Yes or
think
no?
that.
Huh? Right?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean? I
Moshe,
remember the story
I
still
got
today.
enough
No,
fun.
that's Chavrat Mitzvot, Moshe.
Yeah.
לשמור ולעשות. Yeah, of
Let
course.
me ask you a question, Abba. How do you today? What do you interpret respecting your parents? Like I see different. Like I see differently than everybody else. Like I don't. If I want to do something, I'll do it next to you. If I smoke, I'll smoke next to you, right? If I do something, I'll do it next to you because I feel like you understand and we're adults. I have friends who are scared. They call it respect. I call it fear of their father, you know? There's a difference between respect and fear. Nachon?
Yes.
Right? You never hit us as children, which I believe, I don't believe in hitting children
Chas v'shalom.
or intimidating them, or because once they turn 18, they'll be like, yo,
Chas
you're
v'shalom.
not going to hit me again. I don't believe in
No, I'm against it also.
So, why don't you explain the difference between respect and fear so people will understand the difference of there's the chabet. It says respect chabet avicha v'timecha. It doesn't say to fear your parents. It's to respect your parents.
Yeah,
But I think fear is a type
That's
of
a good
respect,
point.
though.
It's a very good point.
No,
a
it's
very
not.
good sheila. That's a very good question. Very good. Because many people are mistaken in this.
Yeah.
like יראת שמיים. לא כתוב פחד משמיים.
Yeah, it doesn't say fear God. It says
Fear
respect.
Respect God. For example, okay?
But yira means fear in a way.
It's a fear that it doesn't fit me to go there.
I think it's a fear of disappointment.
No. Here we go. Fear. See, when I see my father, my father came home. Lama, I'm afraid he's going to chop my head off.
Yeah, it's fear.
That's fear.
Right.
That's not good.
Right.
That's not good.
It's the worst.
Yeah. This is a terrible relationship. I did not say anything to you. Klum. You by yourself, you figure it out. Yeah? Maybe Abba will get upset. He will not talk, yes? But maybe he will get upset. So I'm not going to do it because I don't think it's mechubad. It's respectful. I didn't say anything.
That's why I wear this hat. You know what I have under my hat. Everybody knows, but I wear it out of respect. Now, I know if I wear it tomorrow without a hat, you're not going to come and beat me up.
No?
But I do it out of respect. I know you don't like to see it or whatever it is, so I tell myself. But I know tomorrow if I do, you're not going to sit there and slap me.
No.
So I do it out of respect, out of fear. People that say they don't smoke next to their father, they see, oh my God, because the father's not going to, it's not out of respect. They're scared the father's going to make a comment and say, oh, how do you know? And I think I might be wrong. But in our tradition, unfortunately, that's the way we raise our children. Right? The kids fear the father. They're scared of him in a way that he might raise his hands or might yell or might, what? I'll give you an example. Yesterday, my son writes me a message. God bless him. He's like, Dad, I love that he does this.
Yeah.
When you take me in the morning and you come down late yourself, don't yell at me. It ruins my day. Because I tell him, oh, why are you not ready? And I wrote to him, you're right, I'm sorry. I'm just,
Very good.
straight up, I said, you're right, I'm sorry. I just don't want you to be late. But he's right. I'm being a hypocrite. I come down late
Yeah.
to take him to school at 8 o'clock. I come down at 7:55. Why are you not ready? I start yelling. Like, I don't yell. Like, bro, come on. Like, and then he's like, straight up, he texts me. Last night, I don't know. He's like, please, Abba, it ruins my day when you yell at me for no reason because you come down late yourself. He called me out. And I say, you know what? You're right. If it was another father, I'd slap the shit out of this. How do you talk to me like that? Another father, unfortunately in our culture, will slap him. Say, you ever talk to me like that again, I'm your father. It's because I'm a father, I don't make mistakes. Right? Because I'm a father, my kid is allowed to call me out, and I'm allowed to correct myself. I believe. I might be wrong, I don't know.
No, you're not wrong.
Why wrong?
I don't want him to be scared. Oh my God, my father's coming, he's going to hit me.
No, chas v'shalom, don't do this.
I want to respect me. Okay, my father said this, I'm going to do it because I respect his, his way or whatever. And if he doesn't respect, he doesn't want to do it, explain to me why you don't want to do it, and we can have a conversation. We can have a saying, but not to tell him, you don't do this, you're done. And the kid does it, And even when he gets, you understand, this trauma comes with you to your house, with your kids, with your wife. You treat her that way. That's what you saw at home, and I see with my own. I just don't tell people; they get sensitive. But sometimes I snap at work and I start telling people, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" For example, today people get married, they break marriage, they break shidduchim because the parents don't get along, or because they didn't agree to this singer or that singer. Yeah, what about the fucking kids? My eladim.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Of course.
Because parents care. So it's called selfish. It's not
Yeah, but it's
selfish. This mom,
of course.
This mom taught me. She's like, you think you're gonna give a gift to your son and it's gonna make him happy? You're selfish because it makes you happy, so you think it makes him happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know that mom told me that when I lived in your house. I'm serious. And then I learned as I grew up. I understand now. Just because I'm doing this for him doesn't mean I'm a good father. It means I'm selfish because I'm making myself feel better, which makes him feel better too. But I get enjoyment out of it also. You understand? But people don't see it. We have to hope that the new generation is different. Because unfortunately,
Let me ask you a question. If you're gonna ask a child, what do you want the most? Especially boys. You know what they're gonna tell you? I want to admire my father.
yeah,
Right?
Yes.
So your job, like it was my job, right? All the time, I did everything that I could, that my kids will walk on the street and they say, we had a father,
100%.
we can admire him.
Yeah, for sure.
We say it all the time. Even though we don't see eye to eye in religion or whatever, I always say this.
That's okay.
That's the way you raised us as a father, the way you
Listen.
held control.
I came for a different
Yeah,
mission.
exactly. You came from a different mission.
You came from a different mission. You see, this we have to tell the parents. Our job as parent was until you got married. When we put you under the chuppah,
You're on your own.
I made a V, okay,
Yeah.
a check mark. My job is over.
Eat popcorn with mom and watch the show.
Now you're on your own, you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Yeah.
Where is the disappointment? Okay? And we see that the investment that we invested not exactly bringing the results that we wanted to see. Okay?
Okay. Understood.
Understood?
Yeah.
Good. But we are out already. You see, all that disappointment and the pain that the parents can have is the investment that we put. And it doesn't work that good. But I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible anymore. The parents today, they feel they're responsible. That's why they get into their life.
Yeah.
Why don't you come? Why do you
Yeah.
know?
They're fighting with.
Fighting. Where you going to be? Pesach.
Who cares?
Did you see it once by us?
Never.
Never.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Why do I have to bother you? Why should I?
We were in Miami. People asked you, why aren't you by your father? I said, my dad wants to be alone with my mom because they enjoy each other's company. They don't need all the kids and the grandkids. No, they want one Pesach to be alone. You're
Yeah.
like, what? Like, yeah.
And we enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. That's the relationship they have. They want to be together. They don't need their kids to interfere, like not interfere, to make them forget that they both exist, you know?
Other people, because they don't have a relationship with the wife, so he needs the kids and the grandchildren and the friends out night, and everything else, because in relationship, me, right?
Yeah.
You leave me alone with your mother, everybody go, Shalom Israel, תהיו בבית שלכם. Be happy.
Parents just show up in the house. It's not normal.
Why?
It's not normal.
What do you mean? I was talking to a kid yesterday, and he tells me, he's like, in order for me to go to law school, I had to get married first. That was the deal my parents made with me.
We don't call you after
I'm like,
a certain
what?
hour.
Yeah.
After a certain hour, I don't call you.
The kid's like 20 years old. Like,
Even
what?
even if I want to talk to you,
Yeah, you don't call, yeah.
Ima
Right.
don't let me call. She said, why are you bothering them? Tazov אותם.
Another parent would show up to the house. walk in unannounced, 11 o'clock,
I can
open.
understand this.
What do you mean? Mother-in-law's getting involved in like stupid stuff.
I stole, and he open a table. They come, and the wife Nebuch is a slave, running 11:30 at
understand
night.
it.
Chai, this, that.
You will not grow up like that. No way.
Never. I always said my mom was like a queen at home, like a princess. What do you mean? Okay, my mom did her things, right? But she always had help. Mom never was deprived. I never saw you sit there and the food wasn't ready. You yelled at her, "Where's my food?" We never also, in our house, mom ruled the house. Whatever mom said, that was the law. That's what I do in my house too.
I'll tell you why. And here comes again the word, and to be respectful.
Yeah.
When I got married, I took a daughter of someone. So am I responsible now?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll do everything to prove that I'm a man and I can take care of her. And I'll do everything just to make her happy because somebody raised a daughter for me.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
That's the right state of mind?
Yeah.
Good. And that's where you have to be also. And that's what you implement at home. You don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. You see, you too, okay, there is something that we're very proud of, okay? At least this came true. You're not selfish. I know that. You care for other people.
Yeah, of course.
This is the main thing. Did
yeah.
I ever look at your report card?
No.
What did I tell you? Be a mensch.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to learn, it will come automatically. You don't need me. But to be a mensch, I have to show you what does it mean to be a mensch. That's Abba's job.
Yeah, but also
I never told your mother, you know what, you're talking nonsense. That's an insult. Today in my office, people say F curses to each other.
That's not normal.
Bona olamim. Where did you raise up?
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
jungle?
You this. Yeah, that's not
In
normal.
my office. Bona olamim.
Yeah, but today also women think that they're men.
Mazima?
But today also women think that they're men.
Why? Because they are born to protect themselves now. They have to protect themselves. Yes, get a profession. Yes, get this.
No matter how you guys argue, you shouldn't run your mouth.
No, that's for
With
sure.
the curses. That's my number one always rule. If once that barrier is broken, the foundation is broken. That's it. The house is going to collapse. It's a matter of time. But that house is going to collapse.
There's no respect.
F you, you whore, you this. Yeah, you call the mother of your kids a whore. Well,
Huh?
people call the mother of the kids zona, ya zoti, ya zoti.
Abba.
Yeah.
Abba bel ima. Lada ילדים.
Yeah, next to the
kids.
Maybe I have an urge to vomit.
We might not be we might look like playboys and we might look like, we do all this, but you know what? I never lost control when I ran my mouth like a sewer system to a woman. Never, because I never saw you do it. Never. But that's the way, because it goes back to the way we were raised. We weren't raised out of fear, right?
No.
If we were scared of you, you would beat us. I think we would beat our wives too, or beat a woman we were with too. I'm saying if that's what we were raised, we don't know the difference. We saw that at home. Our father would beat us when he lost control. He wouldn't know how to explain his emotion. Okay, a father gets angry, it's normal, but you don't have to right away run to, Sometimes fathers come home from work, they had a bad day. Who's the victim? The children.
Of course. They're going to scream that, yell that. Okay.
And they don't see it, but as they get older, these kids who come from these families, and I don't judge them, I feel so bad for them.
I feel bad for them.
We all have traumas. Me, him, we all do, but at least we have traumas. I think once you come from an abusive house where the father couldn't control himself, and you think you're respecting him, but you don't care. You just fear him, then it comes with you to your children, and then, it's hard to fix. I see it all the time.
You see, the mistake that we made, right? The mistake. Because we came with an attitude of Eretz Israel, right? To send you to the high school with a sleepaway.
That's fine. You know what I did?
No. You were homesick.
Yeah, I was always homesick. So was he, but
Yeah.
he was worse than me.
Yeah. Both of you were very, very homey. You know? You needed still Abba and still Ima. And we thought, no, they have to go up.
Yeah, but it's the
In the
best thing that
yeshiva.
happened to us, man.
Well,
What?
That we went to sleepaway.
I think it made us.
Meet our personalities. We're talking about.
You're
It's the best
basically-
thing that happened to
Basically,
us.
we went to prison, and then it was prison. You need a curfew, one time to wake up,
You
one time
could
to
have
eat.
gone at the age of 17, 18. Then it was more. I felt bad. I came to visit you every week,
Yeah, I remember every Wednesday was.
every Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
My bagage was full of food, right? And I felt bad. You know, when I left,
Yeah, but it was needed. It was very necessary.
then I look back and I'm like, you know what? Thank God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very necessary, of course.
I mean,
Did you like it?
no,
You like it?
I hated every second of
It
it. And my
made
kids
me-
will never, ever, ever go to those schools in my life. I made a nether the second I left. I
What do you
said
mean?
my kids.
Hila is my wife is sending Chai to sleepaway camp this
Yeah, my kids won't go.
Daniela went already.
My son's
Yeah,
gonna
but
come.
it's different. Moshe. It's camp. It's
My son won't. My son will come with me to work. I'll put him on the streets a little bit, let him man them up. But never. My kids will never go to sleepaway camp unless they want to. I'm seeing, but at least it's modern or with girls. And I don't care if he goes. And the sleepaway high schools, never, because it's not. First of all, you don't know. You know what goes on there. It's the first warning we get. Even Ima gave us. I don't want to even talk about it now.
yeah.
And one thing it did teach us how to learn. That's all it did. Good.
Independency. It taught us everything that it taught me a lot of being independent and figuring it out. Like, hey man, figure it out.
Yeah, we'd go there, we'd cry 1 day, 2 days, and like, yo, you're stuck. Now what are you gonna do?
All
Man
right.
up, make the best out of it. That's all we
Figure it
did.
out.
I remember I used to pray every time. Remember when the BQ used to close at 11 o'clock?
The
Say, I
Prospect
hope
restaurant.
you missed that freaking exit so we don't take that bus. Literally, it's like going to prison. They drop you off, you go up, they make a head count.
Yeah, but then you go there and you like, all right, after half hour, like, all right, I'm here.
Same
already.
thing in prison. You go, you get used to it. That's the minimum security camps. So you just get used to it.
I remember one time before we flew to Israel, we came to visit you in the sleepaway.
And I was crying like a baby.
You were crying. Ima,
Was sick the whole flight. I remember
she
she told
was
me.
devastated. She vomited the whole plane ride.
I'll never forget that. I remember I was like, how do
Where at that Serema was, right?
I got myself thrown out. It was
no, that
Silver
was
Lake.
Silver Lake.
Me and Yonatan on the phone. Hope he's okay now. I got myself thrown out. I say, no, if they're not going to bring me home, I'll just get myself thrown out of school. I mean, out of camp. That's what I did. I raided the whole camp. I won't forget. We went to every bunk, took shit, went to the Rabbi Tendler's house,
bungalow.
broke into it, stole his shit,
I remember.
started selling everything, whatever we can make money. They threw us out like, thank God. So what's the worst thing's going to happen? I'll be upset at me for a week and he'll get over it, right? That's what happened. Thank God. He stayed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Remember, you stayed. I remember the smell.
Now, what you gonna do
With my children?
for your kids to admire you? That's very important.
Well, my
We still didn't answer the question, by the way.
Well,
Do we as parents know what's best for our kids?
no, we try. We try the way we want. You know, each parent thinks that what he does is right for his child. So you have to
Something
respect
that
him.
will remain there. You see, the Torah is not going anywhere. Okay? Your father was the rabbi that started the whole show over here. Yes?
Yes.
You always have something to say. Hey,
Yeah. Okay, so you do it your way, we did it our way. We do it on, let's say, at work or...
My father was an orphan child. We always admired him, how from orphan child, what he built.
Right.
Okay? Something to admire.
Yeah.
His life was his family. He didn't like friends, he didn't like going out. He came home, he was home. He was home all the time. With my mother and everything. That's where we learned, to take care of a wife. From day one that I remember myself, we had a maid at home in Israel.
Yeah, by us. By the Baharians till now is a big no-no. What do you mean? What else she do? Let her cook and clean. Okay. And then you wonder why she nags at you and she bitches. Yeah. She's miserable. So who's going to hear it? You. Exactly what I say.
The situation was so bad in Israel, I'm telling you. People didn't have even what to eat. I remember the 60s until 67, until after this war. It was something unheard of. Unheard of. People didn't have money. I remember this. We had a maid. My mother told my father, maybe we should give up this maid, because I see you struggling. Telling you, the spoon dropped out of his hands.
He probably went.
And he said, please don't say it anymore. Please. And you know what he told her? I did not marry a maid.
Today, thank God, the generations are changing. The new generation, they're so much better. The kids my age, they know, they became more Americanized, and they help. They become better fathers. I see all my friends; they're all amazing fathers, always with their kids. They treat their kids like that because they learned. They learned that it's not Russia anymore or whatever it is, and they learned that, listen, the woman has to be taken care of. So they all, thank God, I see it with my own eyes. All my friends around me in my area, they treat their wives with respect, and they give them nannies and cleaning ladies, because back then their mothers didn't have, but understood they didn't have money.
Also by the way that they talk.
I don't know how they talk. I don't judge people by the way they talk. That's between the couple. I don't know how they talk. I don't want to know also, but...
But a husband doesn't just come home and tell us, yeah, you fall,
Yeah, there is...
It doesn't happen from nowhere. So that's why we don't talk. Conversation is a huge part of it for respect. It's one of the biggest pieces of a relationship. But
you see, I can be upset, but why should I? If I say all kind of F-curses, what does it help the situation?
Nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. Talk tachlis. No one is allowed to cancel the feeling of the other one. Okay, so she is upset. Okay, fine. Or you upset. You can say, you always upset with her. No. That's how he feels. And you have to relate to it. Okay? So, to bring the respect home, which is extremely important. Extremely important. It's to dress properly at home. Don't go with shorts and everything else.
But you can't say that.
The kids cannot come into the bedroom of the parents. What is this?
It's different, Abba. It's different generation.
That's why we look like that.
No. Abba, you can't compare your days to our days today. Today's we have to be closer to our children and show them that we're just like them.
Okay, but up to a certain point.
If the guy wants to walk around with boxes in his house with no shirt on, it's okay. His kids are at home. What does he do? What's the big deal? I mean, if I want to go to the pool now, I can't go because my kids are there. That doesn't stim.
No, a pool, it's a pool,
There's a time to go swimming.
Yeah, but you don't sit at home with your boxers?
No, not anymore. I can't. Daniela is 15. I can't sit around like that anymore. It's done.
Okay, but you don't
No.
sit there with your suit and tie on.
No, of course not. So in the summertime, I'm wearing like shorts and like a t-shirt, and in the wintertime, I'm wearing like a sweatshirt and joggers.
I know shorts for you is a big deal because you're coming from an.
You're gonna see, Moshe, when Daniela gets older, you're gonna stop.
No, I'm never gonna stop. It's my house.
You see? Here we
I
go.
know.
This, I don't like.
It's my daughter though.
It's my daughter. It's my house. So there is no boundaries, Moshe. You have to set boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, it's his house. I mean, he can do what he wants, but no way.
No, not really. I'm saying
You go up at my house, no?
I agree with you.
Did I do what I wanted to do?
No, the second Daniela, I think, got to like 9 years old, 8, 9 years old, it was done.
Again. If you want people to respect you, always respect you. Not only when you're there, say, okay, yeah, and then behind you,
Right.
back,
All right.
God, they're going to stick you.
that's
No. You have to be always mechubat. It's good for the kids. They know there is boundaries that you don't cross. We never sat on my father's seat.
Right.
You too,
Right.
right?
I don't
no,
say
my kids ask me. I say yes.
Why? No.
My nanny sits on my chair.
No, man.
No.
My kids don't sit in my
No, they ask. I say okay.
No.
Yeah, if this, why might I say no? Why?
Because that's the boundaries. Nobody has boundaries today. That's why it looks like that. Imagine you have an army that no discipline. Go.
Yeah, but I am not raising soldiers. The fact that he asks is respect.
Discipline call why people stood online for a crime. Why?
Because his whole life is all discipline. What do you mean?
He was so disciplined, okay? So mechubad that if you want to, if you don't want, you'll melt. Why? Because you know this person who worked on himself. That's why you are there standing online and not him standing online for you. You have to think about it.
Right. Same thing with the Dalai Lama. They know he also super disciplined. You know, they don't get like the gurus also. Why do people look up to these gurus? Because they're super, super, super disciplined.
You see, you guys, right? The people see you outside. They think that you too. You never hurted us, okay? And if I'll call you and I tell you, I need to talk to you, you'll drop everything and you'll come.
Oh, for sure.
Not because you're afraid of me,
No, it's respect. What do you mean?
right? If Ima will call you, right? What you will do?
Whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants, right?
Agreed.
Good. Why is it? Because you're normal. We raised you as normal kids. You're normal. This is all they are. זה פורים, אני קורא לזה. It'll go out of it. Okay? But the inside, that's the main thing. Okay? You care, you people, we can talk to you. You know, you're not what I see in my office. Right? You have to make sure that your kids will come the same way. It's not going to be easy because you don't want to set the boundaries.
I think also it's because we're not really, as parents, sometimes setting enough time for our children themselves. You know, saying, oh, we're working so hard and, we're busy with work and stuff. So we put like our kids games.
Yeah, but kids are in school too. That's nobody has to spend 24 hours with his son for them to become normal.
It's not 24 hours.
Well, you have weekends, you have Sundays.
No, I'm
and
saying
yeah.
like, what do you mean? Some people don't even go to like plays and recitals and stuff like
I
that.
don't
You
go.
know, it's busy and stuff like that.
I don't go. I'm always traveling. What am I gonna do? Sacrifice I have to make. Either sit at home and go to his recitals and graduation, but then I won't have what I have today, or sacrifice it. You know. What am I gonna do?
What, you?
Yeah, that's my job. I'm always on the road. I haven't been to my kid's graduation in never. It was always during my shows or during my events that I have to go.
Okay, so now.
Am I a bad father? Okay. Is he upset at me? Yeah.
No. You can be the best one. Now it depends on your wife, what she's saying to the kids. They say, Abba is such a tzaddik. We're sitting home and we can have whatever we want. Abba is on the plane. Abba is going to deal with all kinds of...
Oh, my feet, man.
Yeah, but
It's not comfortable here. Okay.
You know, it's all depends of the relationship between the husband and the wife.
Oh, boy. Mm.
She has to pitch for you.
I think some kids, some
Abba
fathers,
is not going for fun.
for example, baseball players, basketball players, like, well, they're bad fathers because they're not home. That's their job. Right.
But most basketball or baseball players become like that because their fathers took time out of their days or their mom took out there and drove them everywhere they had to go. They didn't just do it on their own.
Yeah. Some parents are lucky enough to have that.
Right, that's what I'm
luxury.
saying.
Like you have that luxury. You're lucky you have
What?
that you can do that.
I build my luxury like that.
I cannot.
That
Right. So for me, it's
What?
different. I feel bad every time, and I tell them, like, you know, there's nothing I can really do about it. I tried, and
Okay, that's what we're saying.
There's-
ברכת המזון, שיהיו נכסינו מוצלחים וקרובים לעיר. So you're not there yet. Okay. Let's say that's your tikkun, okay? From every crisis, you can build something nice. Depends on the approach. That's why we have a couple. When you're going there for a business, you're doing it for your children, for your wife, okay?
for his family. What do you mean?
For the family, yes, okay, fine, good.
He's the only guy that's working also, so he has to
Okay.
like.
So someone have to pitch for him. And that's why you need a couple, husband and wife. She should sit with the kids and say, איזה אבא יש לכם? What Abba you have? מסכן. He's on the plane, back home.
Right, he wish he can be here. He wish he can be here. Right.
So the kid sees Abba as a hero. מסכן.
Right. Instead of saying, "Ez Abba, Ez Abba zevedesh lecha," he's never here. He's always busy. You know what I mean?
בדיוק.
Exactly.
Exactly, בדיוק.
like now the kids are
So,
old.
so that's what makes a huge difference in So that's what you're saying. What makes a huge difference is how the mom approaches the kid and says, "Why isn't
so
Abba
many
here
kids
right
have
now?"
resentment against their fathers. Oh, they wasn't here when I was growing up.
Because Abba's
Yeah.
probably saying, because the mom probably said, "Yeah, your father's a piece of junk for not
Yeah.
being around."
Yeah.
True, sometimes kids will take it in a different way.
What do you
no
mean?
matter what.
You know how many times Abba was busy and Ima's like, "You don't understand, Abba's busy," and stuff like that. Abba's busy with the shoe. Abba's busy with that. We
I'm saying
understood.
today's generation, listen, parents have to, man has to sacrifice what he wants to, like,
Right.
some people choose the kids, and unfortunately some people choose their career, not because they're selfish, because they care about their children. Yeah, the
Right.
mother see it, oh, but he's being selfish.
No,
maybe.
but Abba is saying that if the mom's approaches would change, then the kids wouldn't think like that about the dad.
I'm sure that there's mothers who were good to their kids, and the kids still got resentment, like, you know, oh,
Probably.
my father wasn't in my basketball game when I needed to go. Like,
All right, get him a tissue.
man.
Get him a tissue.
No.
Like my son had a show on the 14th, I remember, of December, right? My son tells me, if you're going to go, I'm going to be upset at you. And I'm like, why? Like, it's my birthday. I say, you know what? I'm not going to go.
Okay, because he told you.
No, because it was a small show. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to go and whatever. But then
So now here comes Ima. You didn't go, right? Very good.
he sent me a whole message. Thank you so much. Means the world to
Oh.
me. Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah.
now you say, not to make you feel bad, but Abba loves you so much. He gave up the trip just to be with you, So the child start to say, "Mehmet, I'm so important, Abba, cancel the trip." So much machshava you think you have to put inside so that the kid will come up normal, not after all he bust this, I don't know what, chops, and the kid will say, what did you
What'd you do for me?
already?
Yeah,
This is something that can kill a parent,
100%.
you know?
What did he do for me?
Yeah. Wow. Today, here is a child. If you look at him, kara a little bit and say, what's your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? מה זה what's your problem? זה חינוך זה? So right away you see this house have no boundaries.
All right. Look, I would never hit my kids ever, but my 15-year-old knows, and I'm not embarrassed to say that if she knows that teeth will come out if she talks disrespectful to either me or her mother, even though she knows I'll never hit her. But she knows that's a boundary that I will not accept in the house.
We're not going to take
You're not
it.
going to tell me, yo, what are you looking at? What's up? Nah, I'm not your friend. I'm your dad.
We're not going to take it. We're not going to tolerate it. This, in our house, it's not going to go. You see, and the message was always, you don't have esek with us. You have business with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You have to give a report, and we're not going to grow reshaim over here. Right? We always wanted you to do chesed, and you're doing Baruch Hashem. We're very proud of it. You know, Ima and me, we sitting down, you see, with all what you think that we think, okay? So I can tell you over here on the air, right? People don't know how much you do chesed that you do, and dafka chesed for the Torah.
They don't need to know.
Huh?
They don't need to know.
No, but they're looking at you outside. And they
That's
say,
fine.
Yeah.
2 bums over here.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Good.
but
And they have to answer to God, not to my
okay,
neighbors
so
outside.
these
right?
two,
Exactly.
so these 2 bums, they're holding a lot of Torah, because deep inside they know that's the emet. They know that, but they weren't able yet to bring themselves to admit, yes. But at least we admire the people who sit and learn. Let me help them. By helping them, right, you declaring, you know what? That's the emet. Because if you don't believe in this, why you should give it $1?
God says to give, so you give.
Okay. Why? Because you know it's the emet. That's what kept us until now. And not the watches.
Watches keep time.
It comes and it goes. You know, when I was here, you know, years and years ago, I had שעונים ריימון ווילס.
Yeah, Raymond will,
יש דבר כזה עוד?
yeah. He's still around.
It's not as big as it was once.
No, wait, but it's still around.
או, מסתכלים אני had a Mercedes, ישראלי, הוא ישראלי, היה לו פה זה. We parked at the same place. לא דיבר עם אף אחד.
מבוא אמת.
פתאום, מה קרה? This company, זה גמרנו. זהו. These things come and goes.
Yeah.
At least you're investing on something that for eternity. אדם צריך להיות חכם.
According what we were raised to believe, yeah.
To know, not to believe.
To believe.
To know.
Again, well, we don't know. We believe that we know.
Are we the smallest nation on earth?
Correct?
Hashem said it,
Yes.
right?
Right.
Existing still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying not. I'm not
Okay.
denying any of that.
Okay? Are we a segula?
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? אלא, it was Rab Shimon Bar Yochai said, כי לא תשכח מפי זרעו. The Torah will never be forgotten. With all the exiles and with all the inquisitions and everything else, we still have yeshivot.
Yeah, of course, because it's passed down.
As long as this is here, you have no choice. You see Hashem in front of you.
No.
And
No one denies that. I'm just saying.
and you're
that's-
part of the miracle. You are part of it.
Agreed. No one's denying that. I'm just saying that this is what we're raised to believe.
You part. Do you believe or do you know that your name is Benji?
That's what it says in my birth certificate.
So,
That's what people call you.
The only thing I know, he can be Benji and not Moshe.
Yeah, maybe you got confused when mom one day and you right.
no.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's a bad.
It's not a bad thing. It's
It's from
nothing.
Shamayim. It's
Okay, I'll
okay.
be quiet now.
It's
from
nothing
Shamayim.
wrong with that. Just
Look, I'm just saying is that it's in my eyes. I think it's the MS. Of course, I think it's the truth. That's why I support it so much.
See,
It's the only thing I'm willing to give stucco to, anyways. Not anything else.
you see, I gave myself, my life to people. Ima as well, okay? You have the ability to give money, very good. But you giving care for the other people. That's what you
that's
have
the
to
whole
teach
purpose
your
of
kids.
this world. Is yes, to give to others,
That's
not only you.
This is what you have to teach your kids. Don't be selfish. That's why we packed you in one room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
You
I remember.
here, Asaf's there, you and him on the, on 2 beds. Asaf was there. And we had 10 bedrooms. They were locked. Why? Because I wanted you to stay together to help each other. Very good. So your brother is doing his stuff, he follow me. You following my brothers. That they supported me. Okay. What's wrong with that? Meaning, my brothers, they believed in this.
But that's what a lot of people or a lot of parents don't understand, right? That come from the frum community, that not every child is meant to sit in yeshiva and learn.
Absolutely.
Not every child is meant
From
to sit.
1,000, you have one.
Right. So I'm saying, I mean, but to tell the kid, hey, instead of maybe going to work or build yourself a career or go to college or find something with yourself, continuing saying, no, I know what's best for you, stay in yeshiva, is not healthy for the child at all.
No.
Right. So that's why I think that not most of the time, I'm sorry, that a lot of the times parents don't know what's really best for the child as he's getting older and becoming his own human being.
Oh,
Because Daniela of 12 is not Daniela of 15.
absolutely.
She's not a child anymore. She's 15. It's different. And then at 16, she's not going to be like she was when she's 15. And we have to learn how to adapt just like they have to learn how to adapt.
You see, every child, even you too, that you twins, identical, you from one placenta. One placenta you had. You too. You have two different characters. Okay?
Right.
And we saw it from very young age, that we have 2 people over here, stuck as a gang. You were always together, but 2 different people. 2 different people. So now our job was, as a parent, to lead every child according to his abilities. Okay? Now, the brain, Alavai, I should have your brain. Alavai. I don't. Okay? you quick, you fast, you sharp, you תופס עניינים, צ'יק צ'אק, right? So we thought as parents that if you stay in the yeshiva, you're gonna turn the world upside down.
Yeah, I know.
Upside down. And here, we thought that he'd be a poisek because he is kara mechushav. You know, everything has to be there. And I still see his עבודות של הכולל שלו. Amazing.
Still in your house?
Amazing, yeah. Amazing, especially הסוגיות על פסח. איזה סוגיות. So we thought as parents, okay, that the best thing for the kids to be happy all their life is you should stay בעולם של תורה. Okay? Because the abilities you have. But you, okay, it took you outside. You in your business, is in his business. Okay. I'm sure that one day you're going to come back to it. After that you're going to see that the world has nothing to offer. שום דבר. Only the frיירים changing. But the sheker is the same sheker. Okay. So you'll see that you're going to come back by yourself. I'm not going to tell you anything. You're going to come back and say, I'm going back to learn.
We never left to come back. That's what I always say.
Oh, good.
We just became ourselves.
No, just the costume changed.
The custom I have no doubt בכלל.
We downgraded.
I have no doubt בכלל, no doubt. הלוואי, I should be alive yet to see it. But I'm sure that one day you're going to come back to the yeshiva because that's the only thing that can make a person happy. Money comes, money goes.
Yeah, but I don't think sitting and learning all day is what's going to make somebody really happy. I think there's other ways to do it. And that's our disagreement.
Okay.
I think helping other people, being a big
Very
philanthropist,
good.
that's something about to sit and steig all day.
No, not all day. You see, even the big the donors, right? They learn. Now, for me, they learn this.
Right.
They learn. But the main thing is they came to this world to
Right. To make a difference, to carry things.
to
right?
carry things. Yes, which is no less than learning.
It's the foundation of learning.
Yes. אם אין קמח אין תורה, אין קמח. Is high באיטליה.
Right. What came first, Moshe, the chicken or the egg? Not the chicken or the egg. Yeah, the chicken or the egg. What came first? Same thing.
Who cares? You did both.
Okay. So now, if you're smart, every dollar that you have, instead of paying $1,200 to see the Knicks, you see, over here you have to be a businessman. That's a business. Now, this is for 3 hours or 2 hours. But if I'll give it to one hour,
You can do both.
this eternity, not only him, his kids, the grandchildren, it's all on your account,
But you can do both.
Ya Habibi, ma.
As Moshe says, you can do both.
I will not do both.
That's you.
Don't you think I like sport?
Okay, but you
Did we speak home about sport?
but but everybody has a different way of kaif or enjoyment, whatever they want to call it. You like learning and doing what you do. Moshe likes to do what he does, and I like to do what I do. Me, I think you can support Torah all you want, and then go enjoy the Knicks.
Okay, as long as it's kosher, it's fine. Okay, as long as it's kosher. But think as a businessman. I have investment for life, and I have investment for 2-3 minutes.
But all
or 3
businessmen
hours.
also do philanthropy, and they and they go to do what they like. But again, it's a very old school type way of thinking. The way you think,
Huh?
yeah, because you're allowed to spend money on enjoyments of Olam Hazeh also. There's nothing wrong with
Long
it.
of life.
No, we're off.
Kama.
Why you off?
I thought I'd take it off already.
Why?
What?
Why?
For what? Let people wait for it. Because it stays on my page and people know already half of it.
Mm.
Okay.
The life. Okay.
We not live anymore?
No, because I want to edit it. They're going to record it afterwards, and I want them to put it out. I don't want it staying on my page. Went live for a half hour, and that's it.
Any questions?
No, I went off the live like a half hour ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's going to go on YouTube. I don't need people to watch it on my page.
I don't know. Nobody asked a question.
I don't know. I didn't even check. If they would, she would have asked me. But what were we saying?
I'm saying that with your money, you always have to be smart.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I'm saying some people, that's their enjoyment. They go, they want to spend money on the game. They take their kids, go.
We all know, yes, that money not always here.
Okay.
So
Doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy life because money's not
I
always there.
didn't say that.
You have it, enjoy it. So if somebody wants to spend $10,000 to go to a game, go.
10,000.
Yeah, people spend. I spent $70,000
On what?
for the season. Oh, that's what my kids enjoy. That's what we do. So I'm gonna go, and then it's not like I'm taking it out of somewhere not to put it there. This is how we bond. With my son or my daughter or my others, that's how we bond. It's the reason why it's there.
Let me tell you something. Moshe, when two people looking there, they're not bonding. When two people...
I mean, you look there and you look there at the same time because you talk while the game is going.
The kids need our attention.
Yeah. Sometimes this is the way they do. Some kids are not so open. Some kids
What do you
won't
mean?
talk.
They bond
and
over sports. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? And that's what I'm talking about. The way they're to the game, on the way back from the game,
Middle of the
in the
game.
game. You saw that shot. You saw this. You saw that.
It's different. But
It's like you telling a guy, "Oh, don't go learn with your son avoto banim." He doesn't need that. He wants you to just look at him and talk to him.
מעמיק בתורה, זה בסדר.
You know what I mean? Even going with your son to the movies is
You
kind
go to
of...
a shear, are you looking this way? There's a bond if you take your son or whatever it is. I don't think it's relevant. That's some people, that's what they like. I did it because I liked it. He almost did it. He didn't want to do it in the end.
Right, because I'd rather pay for the apartment.
Yeah.
But I would have done it for sure.
This is a different generation, but it's not what you used to. And we're not scared. If money comes, money goes. I don't live in that fear. Money comes, money goes. What am I going to do? I'm not going to live in fear and not enjoy my money because it's going to go.
I didn't say to live in fear. What did
I'm saying, no, I'm just saying, spend it. I always believe, make money, spend it. Your kids will fight over it anyway, so just spend it. Make sure your kids are okay and spend your money.
Okay, so now I know, well, whom to go to.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think we do enough for that too.
Huh?
I think we do enough for that too.
Yeah, if you can pay $70,000
For the whole year.
For what? Okay.
No.
Give.
I put 70, I get back money, right? People see me. I'm on TV. My brand is everywhere.
And
He
then
buy watches for me.
and then he makes money. And then from the money he pays Meiser from that Meiser. But you see, people can learn. So he's investing in Torah.
Stupid. I
That's the
spent
bottom line.
$70,000. I made sure they put me on TV.
Hey, Moshe, so he's investing in Torah. There you go, Moshe.
I'm not putting it so I can sit in the upper deck.
I should be your personal rub.
We know what we're doing, but I'm saying just people. I almost spent $250,000. Your brother, your son over there, almost killed me, so I didn't do it. I would have done it too. I believe it's part of investing into your business or to your brand. That's what I see it as. I don't know. It's a waste of money. Not we'll do it for a year. I lost money before in my life. It's not the end of the world.
People asking me if they're coming for a counseling. They're sitting in my office. Are you the father of the Watch King?
Yeah.
I say yes, I am the father. Wow.
Yeah. Actually, we're doing JCK with some Persian guy, and he's a religious guy. He's from Farsos. I don't know. He knows he knows you. And then he's like to me, "What's your last name?" I said, "Haimoff." I'm like, Rabbi Haimoff? He said, "Yeah, of course." So it's my father. He looked at me. He's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, it's my dad." And if I showed him a picture of us sitting in the park, he's like, "Wow, I can't believe that's your father." I said, "Yeah." Because of he was going to charge us $20,000. He charged us $12,000, and then I'm not going. It means Zalman's going with Danny, but it's fine. I'm saying people know us. I went to Great Neck, and it's fine. People know us because we do good, not because we're bad people, right? They don't know me because I'm a criminal or we're on TV because we're stealing and robbing, God forbid.
So to wrap this up, basically, what is the bottom line then?
Treat your that's what it means.
Yeah. Meaning every child has an ability, and we have to channel the ability to the right direction, not to the wrong one. See?
But that comes with conversation and talking to them.
No. Again, our mind was always Kodesh, right? I'll give you an example. I always wanted to sing. And I had a dream, okay, to be on stage. When you have a talent, right? When you have a talent, you love the stage and the microphone. You are born with this. So I'll tell you a story, okay? And with this, I think we have to wrap it up. I was a singer already in a young age. So one of my friends, his brother got married, and I was in the yeshiva. So they invited me to sing a few songs for the Chatan. Okay. I came there, and I sang. After I finished, a person comes to me, not observant at all, hand me a card, a business card, and telling me, listen, I have a place in old Jaffa. Jaffa?
Yeah.
It's like here, the Soho, for Kola.
Yeah.
All the cool people.
Yeah, all the cool people. He said, you sing 2 songs over there, I'll give you $50. Was it $50 a year? Huge amount of money. Huge. 50 lirot על הראייה. No shekel.
Right.
לירות. אז מה אני אלך שם? עם הכיפה שלי השחורה? With my black kippah? How can I go there? Okay, I put the card over here. Shalom Israel. One day I was bored already in the yeshiva. אז דיברו אותה שיחת, איזה מגיד שיעור כזה, Ayef. You don't understand him what he's saying. I said, you know what? Let me go and see where is this place. I took the bus, okay? I took a cab. Not to have my kippah. Took a cab. I was 15 years old. 15 years old. I'm coming to the place. Ibi, why? Sodom ועמורה. Sodom ועמורה. You know, the Israelis, they smoke. I walked in. You can't see nothing. Only smoke. And the lights are dimmed. And the band they're playing. I say, okay, I'm going home. That's not for me. I have to go home. I turned around to go home. Bingo! And the balabait is there. Hey! You here? Boo, 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 boo. Come. You going on stage. I say, what stage? I don't know them. They don't know me. Bekitzur, okay? He pulled me on stage. I started to sing. That's the first time I tasted what this singers. Ya Habibi. People stood on the tables. Bah. You know, the Israelis. Other palm. One song, 2 songs, 3 songs, 4 songs. I say, hey, hello, I have to go home. It's late. After the 5th one, I went home. He promised them he'll be back. People wanted to block my way. He said, you're not going anywhere. You have to go back. I said, no, I have to go. He gave me 100 lirot. I said, 100 lirot? It's a down payment for apartment. Moshe. I come home at 12 o'clock at night. Como is a thief opening up the door, go to sleep, and zeu. I said, okay, my parents don't know anything, klum. Tomorrow, again, a day passed. I'm coming home for dinner. My father is there, alav shalom. My mother, my grandmother is there. מה היא עושה פה? Why she came? I don't know yet. My father ככה sits down, ככה יפה. How are you doing? How the yeshiva? Which Gemara you learning now? Since when he was asking me which Gemara I'm learning? I said, we learn במציע. Oh, יפה, good. מי החברותא שלך? Who is your חברותא? So I said, this, my neighbor from over here. And when was the last time that you learned with him? And now I saw that, there are too many questions. I told them, last night. Last night? Good. By the way, he said that I saw him this morning. He was asking me, why didn't you come to the yeshiva last night? I said, who was it? He said, your Chevuta. Papu. I knew that he recorded already, right? He recorded. So he told me, where were you last night? So I told him, I want to sing. And I told him, maybe that's what will help. I took out the bill, the 100 lirot. I said, that's what I did yesterday. My salary. Look. My father was in a struggle, and it's $100. It's at least 2 months. Okay, he can stay home for 2 months. He took it, ככה, Benji. Trach, ככה. Next to me, and from the terrace, out. And my heart got pinched. Why did he do it? He said, this is what the Torah says, לא תביא אתנן זונה, בית השם אלוקיך. זה כסף זה. What are you going to be on stage? I'm going to cut your tongue, I'm going to attack. He got so mad at me. Why? And I got scared. My grandmother was there. She was the wise one. And she started talking to him in Bukharian. And she's telling him, you're not going to be able to take away this talent. It's a lost war. It's a lost war. We have to come up with an idea that he can sing, but the kosher way. פתאום she came to me and said, I have an idea. You're going to be from now the chazan of the shul. I said, but my uncle is there. My father is there. What do you want from me? He said, nah. זקנים כבר. די, מספיק בשבילהם. She put me inside, okay? And she paid me every week. Meaning, she kept me with the talent, okay? And on the right path. Because she said, to fight it, you're not going to win. Because it's there. Meaning, if Hashem gave you a talent, it's there for a purpose. You have to use it. So your job as parents, to know what is the capability of your kids, right? And to channel them to the right direction. Don't go against it. You cannot. Once I gave a shiur on a midot. I said, every midah is good. Even kas. Okay?
When used properly.
Bravo. Sometimes you have to be humble, and sometimes to be humble, it's not good. It's not good. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's saying every morning, yes? יהודה בן תמר אומר, מה הוא אומר? ואז כנמר, קל כנשר, רץ כצבי, וגיבור קרעי. הוא היה אומר, אז פנים לגיהנם. אבל אתה אמרת, you said, אז כנמר. You contradicting yourself. He said, yes. לעבודת השם, you have to be as. But for other people, you have to be humble. Meaning, don't try to break what you have. You have to channel it to the right direction. This is your job as parents, like we did. We didn't want to break you. I knew it's impossible. You are born with this. Meaning, you have a job to do in this world. So, our job is to channel you to the direction to be safe, to be normal. Thank God you're normal. Thank God. I'm sitting with Ima every day. She said, מה יהיה איתם? אני רוצה שיעשו תשובה. אמרתי, תשמעי, listen to me. You should be proud of yourself in such a generation. You have kids which are normal. All of them normal. They care for people. מה את רוצה? מה את רוצה מהם? They're okay. They go through a journey. You see this? התחלתם פה. Now you're here. Now you're on your way up. אין לה ללכת. The world is round, right?
Correct.
כן?
Correct.
שאתה הכי רחוק מהנקודה פה, זה הכי קרוב. Right?
Right.
איפה אתם לא הייתם? איפה לא הייתם? אז אתם לא... I know it's temporary, okay? To tell you that it's not, it didn't help us, it did. But that's part of growing up. And every parent should know that. You have to instill only the foundation. The walls we can always move, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can always move. But when the foundation is solid, you're always going to come back. And I know your foundation is very solid. I have no doubt, Bichlal, that one day you're going to come back.
And with that, we're going to end. Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Okay?